That's it. Hey, good morning. Welcome to a cold California gold rush again. We're headed out with the metal detector and a pan and a shovel. We stopped and got permission. Whoa. Sorry, I'm on an icy hill right now with a bad foot. We stopped and got permission to a very, very cool spot. Might be potentially very good. Let's go down and take a look and I'll show you. I gotta get down this icy hill though. Alright, so basically, you see that excavator right there? I stopped and knocked on the door, got permission to come down here and test this, because he had taken that excavator, come in right there, and dug this entire back channel out, all the material down to bedrock. You can see that rock line. But you took all the material from right here and put it up on the bank right here. So I'm gonna take the metal detector and a shovel, go down and see if we can do a few test pans. There's lots of cobble and I could see the bedrock right there as I was driving by. So we're gonna take a look at it. You can see there's lots of gravel down here. As you can see, there's lots of quartz in here. Pretty much everywhere you look, you can pick up a piece of quartz, which is always a good sign that there's probably some gold in the creek if you got a lot of float quartz, river around with mineralization in it. You can see there's a lot of nice material down here. And really, the best part about it is, like I said, he took this all out with that excavator. So the deepest material here is going to be on top over here. All these big boulders that are on the top of this pile right here came from the bottom of the creek. So right about here, we're going to go over and we're going to see if we can find something around the bedrock. Well, so far we've only come up with some iron, some steel targets, but they're running right along this outside bank here, so I think that's a good sign that most of the heavies were dropped right here on the edge and on the top. So we're going to detect around a little bit more. If we don't find any decent targets, we're just going to start doing some test pans. Alright, well, been metal detecting for a little bit now. I did get some targets, and I got some targets up on top of the bank where that lower material should be, but it is frozen solid. And I got a good sounding target, you know, kind of like non-ferrous metal type target. I can't get it out. I don't know. I was hoping it was going to be a little warmer. We get a little warm snap, a little warm wave going on here, heat wave. It's 32 or 33, but maybe the sun will stay out and warm up some of this ground a little bit. I just got a telephone call from Brother Joseph, so I got to give him a call back. Alright, so after walking around for a few minutes, I realized that kind of where my stuff is down there, it's about halfway through. I'm about halfway through what is the outside bend of the river. And there is some good stuff down there. I did see some signs of heavy material. But if I walk back this way, Try not to fall on the ice. But right here, as you can see, there's a lot more cobble, a lot more really large rocks. And before this ice was here, you could see the bedrock right up and around here. And right from about there, where my finger is, there's like a 2-foot or 3-foot drop, and then there's a flat spot here. And as you can see, the outside corner is on that side over there. Oh, there's some rocks falling out of the bank. Stuffed on. The water pressure comes down, takes material out of there, and then it's going to spin it and drop it on that inside corner over there. Same goes with right here. And I know there's good gold upriver from here. So this is more of the middle of the inside bend. So I think I'm going to go back down to where I was. I'm going to do a couple pans just so I'm not walking away from potential gold. And then we're going to do a couple spot test pans all the way down through here. First pan we got nothing. We just dug a little bit out of right here. I'm going to go do a test pan right over there now. See if we can find something over in there. That's where I found those iron targets. A few pieces out of that pan. Looks like about 10 pieces or so. They're small, but they're definitely a good amount of color in there for a pan. So I think we're going to do another pan from over there. Well, it's accumulated. It's probably going to have better gold. So we're going to keep working our way up this way. Well, I've done about 10 more pans, and I haven't found really anything. Found 2 little specks in one pan, and the other pan, another pan I had one fly poo. So I think we're further away from where the flies are pooing. And haven't seen anything big yet. And I'm getting less and less black sand, so I'm not sure what we're going to do. I think a lot of the better material, like I said, is frozen. Where these big boulders are, that top bit, is where I was getting the nice targets. And that stuff is hard as a rock. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. The only stuff I can really dig is this. But it is one of the lowest spots, and I can't really tell where the bedrock is sticking out over here because of the ice. But it's somewhere where that rock line is. I know that. I don't know. I'm going to give it a little bit longer, and then we might move on and do something different for the rest of the day. But let's go do a couple more pans, see what we can find. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the color or not, but there's an awful lot of nice red dirt in here. Which up in this area, there's better gold in that red dirt. I think pretty much anywhere there's better gold in the red dirt, but I like the way the rocks are looking over in here too. This is what we find when we get down to the bottom. So I think I'm going to do a couple pans right over in here. This is kind of where I had those targets. I think it was right up over in here somewhere. So maybe I'll see if I can move one of these rocks. I could probably get some ground that's somewhat soft. At least break into it a little bit. So we get a little bit more time. The sun's still high in the air, so give it a go. One little tiny piece in there. Again, Alright. I think I'm going to try to dig a couple of targets and then reevaluate the situation for the day. I'm getting a little bit later in the day now. This is that target I was saying, right here, where that rust stain is. When I walked that ridge, I was getting some targets up there. So I was just metal detecting through here, and right here, that's a nice crisp sound. Doesn't sound like steel. So I think I'm going to try to move some of these rocks out of here. Maybe I can get some of this frozen ground out of here. That's not too bad, just underneath. So we'll see what we can find. Woo! Yeah, baby. This stuff is absolutely frozen. My fingers are absolutely numb. And it's been such a nightmare getting this frickin' little spot cleared off. But look. Oh, I hope you can see it. Right here. Frickin' no light. Oh, there it is. Oh, man. My fingers are so cold. Look at that freaking piece. Woo! That'll warm me the fuck up. Ooh, that'll warm me up. That's it. It's a nice piece. Let's try it. Wouldn't be too loud screaming down here. Some DG. Some dirty gold. I'm gonna try to hold the camera steady, but I'm so cold. That works a little better. My hands are so cold I couldn't hold the camera very good. That's a nice piece. That's got to be at least a ½ gram. Smushed little guy too. Alright, well, we're gonna keep doing some target checks, I guess. About 8 or 9 pieces of metal, then a nice piece of gold. Wow, man, that ice is cracking. You guys hear that? Water must be coming up. Oh my God. Alright, I'm gonna keep checking this hill. Got another target in between these two rocks right here. I'll try to get this one now. Well, I got those rocks flipped and I lost my target, and then I came over here and I got a hot rock. Either that or a rock with something in it. Let's have some mineralization in it. I don't see anything in it though. On to the next one. It's awful discouraging finding gold and then getting a million targets and them all being steel. I'll take you over. I've been getting a target pretty much every 10 feet, it seems like, and it's just junk. I'll show you what I'm finding. I keep finding pieces of this, whether they're little chunks or big pieces. I'm just finding tons of that, and pieces of barbed wire. It was probably an old barbed wire fence that went along this at some point, I would imagine. And it's probably right down the middle of this bank here. That's what it seems like. Most of my good targets are coming from right up in here. All the way down, pretty much, up on top, which is that lower gravel that was off the river. But the further you get up this bank, the harder the material gets. It's more frozen. So we don't really have too many options really right now. I could keep going digging these targets, or we can do a couple more pans and see if we can get some more fly poop. I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to do, but we're running out of time, and I got to run over to Green Mountain Gold Trap shop while I'm up here. So I think we're going to do a couple more targets or a couple more pans, and then we'll bring it on later and show you what we get for the gold. Unless I find something good. If I find another good target, then I'll bring it back on. But if I don't, I'll see you at the end of the video. We'll do our cleanup. Alright, we're out of here. Found a couple more pieces of fly poo. Nothing worth bringing the camera back on. Whoa. Did you ever try hiking with 1 foot in the snow? Whew, be a half penny weight. It's got some nice looking character to it though. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. It's a nice looking little piece. Alright, we're gonna head over to GT. We'll see you over there and we'll dump out the... So as we wrapped up our day, we headed over to see Joseph from Green Mountain Gold Traps. He makes these clear fluid bed sluices. They're very well made. He gifted this one to us. We can do a product review on it. I've already used one before. They're very good machines. So let's go and see how much that gold weighs now. Alright, so we're back at the car now. Let's weigh up that gold. At least that big chunky piece we can weigh. The other stuff I can't really weigh up because I'm in the car, as you can see. But turn the camera around, show you what we got for small gold, and then we'll weigh up that big piece. So that's our small gold for the day. Not bad. Let's weigh up that piece. .96. It's actually more than half a penny weight. I thought it was maybe a half penny weight. That's just under a gram. It's a nice piece. Not bad. Not bad. Yep, .96. So you can add another one into the pile. Some nice chunky pieces coming out of there this year. Some nice texture to them. Alright, well, that's it for this video. I'd say we had a pretty good day. Petey's pretty happy with it too. He's pretty excited about that gold tally. Stay tuned. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, drop a comment, share it. Those are the most important ones. Share, thumbs up. Those are most important. If you can do that, that'd be great. Just help support the channel a little bit. We got some stuff coming up. We're going to be doing some cross-state type stuff very soon. So stay posted, folks. Till the next one, you dig.